Yeah, what's up guys? My name is Palmer. I'm gonna show you how to install a KEM-410ACA drive to a PS3. So as you can see, I already have it all undone, so I'm just gonna do this backwards. Right here is the drive, and once you have that drive, it just comes with this whole I guess you can call it like a little stage. There's just 4 screws you need to take out. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you can tell which screws they are. They have blue rubber underneath them. So once you get those out, you take out your old drive and just squeeze the little blue things and pull them out like it's a little hole. Um, and besides that, um, you just set it in there, and there's already a ribbon attached to your Blu-ray drive right there. You just plug that into the new laser. You would end up having to take it out of your old laser, and it just sits in there. And then you plug that in, and then once you have that all set up, there's a ribbon that comes onto the back of the drive. What you're gonna need to do is you're gonna need to flip it over, make sure the drive is put back in, the new one. You're gonna flip it over, and on the back here, which is all the screws are already taken out except for one, there's a little screw at the bottom right there. You need to take that out, and it's gonna be really hard to get this silver back on. So what you have to do is you have to very carefully undo this white tape all the way about to the bottom, to where on the bottom of this, I would show you again, but I don't want to risk messing up my friend's PS3. Basically, what you do is you undo this tape, and that'll allow for this to roam loosely. And on this side right here, under this silver plate, you need to just plug it back in to the thing that looks just like this. And you just put the thing back, and then you're done. And then just put the silver plate back on and reapply the sticker. Everything will be back in there tightly, and you're good to go. So now, know that was pretty confusing, but once you undo that screw, you'll basically see. Just take the silver part off carefully. Now, we're gonna go backwards here and get you guys to set your PS3 back up. It's the top right here. Just set it back. Oh, or just drop here. Just drop something. Um, Not sure what this goes to. Don't know what it goes to. Don't think it really matters because it just fell off. So, yeah. I'm just gonna leave it off, I guess. Whatever. I do this all the time. There's always a piece of the PS3 that falls off. A little wearing a piece. You just stick this magnet right back into the middle. And now we have 2 screws to put in. One is right here, bottom left. Stick that in right there. Sorry if my brightness goes off on my computer. I'll try to move it as much as I can. And then another one directly across from it. What I've learned from all the PS3s I've fixed is that, if a little part like this falls off, you don't sweat it. What you really want to make sure is that all the screws are back in. Even, where is it? There's a hex screw. I have a hex screw set. This is what you need to open the PS3. You need to find a security hex screw set. That's what you call it. And then they go into one of these little things like that. And the hex screw. This is just another KES laser I have sitting around. I don't know if it's new or old. Don't really care either. Where's the hex screw in here? Welcome to tomorrow. Here it is. This little tiny screw right here. I never put it back in a PS3 ever. At least my friends, because who knows? See how it's got indents there? I just leave it out. PS3 still works fine. It's not going to really mess up anything. Okay, so now you have this. It's all put back together. So the next thing to put together is this little thing where you slide the disc in. It just goes right back on top of this. fits over pretty well. Then you flip this over. One thing you want to make sure is that this is over that little plug-in spot. Many a times it'll get caught under the silver tray right there, and it'll just be a pain. The silver, there's 4 screws that go in, 2 silver and 2 black. The silvers go on top of it. They just go right up in here. I talk a lot, I know. I like the sound of my own voice. And if my friend would hurry up and come and bring his power cord, I could show you that this is a fixed PS3, but I don't think that's really going to happen. And now the bottom part has this. You just gotta push down and over to ensure that it sticks in the right spot. Once you get one screw in, the other side's easy. Actually, just kidding, it's all really easy. Let's get it in there. And you screw. After this, it's easy. The whole rest of this part of the PS3 fixing is a joke. What time is it now? 3:30. He'll be here in an hour and a half. Maybe I'll make a video to show you guys it works. Okay, now your whole Blu-ray drive is all put back together. This is it right here. The last ribbon on the bottom. This goes into the PS3. So you guys don't want to see that. That's my medical card. So next thing's next. We need to grab the PS3. Right back. If you're wondering what kind of headset I have SteelSeries Siberius. Really great headset. Amazing. It comes with 2 things just like any computer mic. So when I play Xbox, I use I use the Astro Gaming Mix Amp, the Pro. So all you need to do now is okay, I found it. On the PS3, if you have this disc part aiming away from you, you set it down in here. This blue ribbon is facing towards the hard drive. It's right here, my finger's pointing. You really can't see it, but once you open the PS3, like I said, you'll understand. You just stick it in there, make sure it's in there pretty good, close the black thing, set this down. Looking for a nice sweet spot to set it on. Right there. That's where it goes, right there. You can tell there's on the back of this drive, there's one little black hole you can fit your index finger in it. You want to set that to where it sits in to the screw, because a screw goes down there from the top. So if I can get my laptop up here really quick, right here, right there. Oh, there goes that. Anyways, so right here, this screw, a screw goes right down through the bottom of the PS3. You can see it right now. It's directly under me. Set it down, line it up. Good. Oh, there goes that wireless thing. Lucky it wasn't my mix amp, somebody would be dead. Anyways, so we got it lined up. All good. Oh, last thing's last. This little plug-in right here goes into the side of the Blu-ray, which is why I urge you to make sure that the top of this is hooked in correctly. Okay, so that's that. Set it down. It's even. Good. Next thing is the top of the PS3. You want to set it up. I do it from the back because I'm a beast. No. I do it from the back because it's really easy to line up in the back. But it's also just a pain, period. Sometimes you gotta use a little force. Don't get nervous, I do, because I really don't care. I've done this so many times, nothing really breaks in these things. I just don't know why it's not set correctly right now. It's pissing me off. Let me actually try to spin it around. Actually, I think I used to do it from the front. Yeah, I did do it from the front because the front is the part that really needs to be put down. And once you get the front to sit down correctly, the back kind of just sits in. Not amazingly, but good enough until you get the screws down. Alright, now it's all pretty much set in. Start putting the screws in. Now, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4. So, gotta grab these. Just what I do is I set up the screws where I pulled them out of the PS3 up on a table or somewhere lined up correctly. Sometimes they're hard to go in, sometimes they're not. Let's make sure they're decently in. Make sure it's just in there, secured. Whatever you gotta do just to get it in there. You can hear it crackling because the back's not in yet. Basically just in good enough to get the cover on. That's all you need to do. Okay, and the other 4 are right here. I just messed it all up, but whatever. And there's little arrows that point you to all the holes if you're hole inclined, I guess you could say. If you're not the brightest of people. Like I said, video isn't the best video. Actually, it is because I'm in it, but it's not the most informing showing of videos, I guess you could say. But it's the fastest way to get it done, quickest. You don't need a bunch of tools. You just need one screwdriver. Should work for the whole thing. Did for me. Just apply a little more pressure than others. That's all. And last but not least, the PlayStation 3. I forget how these things go on. It's been that long. Once you just get it lined up, voila. There's this is where like the little hex screw goes in, but because I love my friend, and if he ever has a PS3 problem again, we leave it out. Thank you for watching.